Setting is crucial to your story. It informs us more about our characters, gives us an idea about plot, and it can really set the mood and the tone. I've given you a definition here from literaryterms.net, and the basics that you need to know is that it's not only where, but also when. And it can do a lot for your story if you do it right. Let's look at an example from a successful published author. They'd placed a curse on the road. The witch drew rein on her horse, pulling it up short. Her eyes widened as she stared ahead. The darkness of night closed in around her, the shadows of the looming mountains pooling together to obliterate everything from sight. But she was not limited to mortal vision alone. Shadow light glowed in her eyes, and she could see clearly. Furthermore, she could sense the curse. Woven with expert skill, it pulsed with a faint musical quality that struck her perceptions in such a way as to make her see a humming web of magic blocking her path. A Venator's curse. A snare set to entrap her if she dared draw near. Somehow her pursuers must have discerned her escape route, and one of those haunts-blighted Venators got ahead of her and planted this curse here, on the only safe road over the Skada Mountains, the only safe road to freedom. In that first one, I love the play between sight and sound in describing the setting. In this one, I really love the diction, the word choice. We walked down the stairs again, and when we reached the ground floor, Julian made his way to the library. The shelves were empty, the fireplace choked with rubble. The walls, a deathly pale, flickered in the breath of the flame. Creditors and usurers had managed to remove every last bit of it, most of which must be lost in the twisted heaps of some junkyard by now. Here's one from a very famous author. The public houses with gas lights burning inside were already open. By degrees, other shops began to be unclosed, and a few scattered people were met with. Then came straggling groups of laborers going to their work. Then men and women with fish baskets on their heads, donkey carts laden with vegetables, chase carts filled with livestock or whole carcasses of meat. Milkwomen with pails, an unbroken concourse of people trudging out with various supplies to the eastern suburbs of the town. As they approached the city, the noise and traffic gradually increased. When they threaded the streets between Shoreditch and Smithfield, it had swelled into a roar of sound and bustle. Now you'll notice with this one, it's a little hard to catch a pause. Even with those semicolons, it feels like just one thing piling on top of the next, on top of the next. So the author's actually mimicking the feeling of what it would be like in that setting by having his description of setting kind of pile on top of the reader.